Hello everyone, this is Allison with Green Goddess Plants and Seeds, and welcome to another garden chat. So sun's trying to shine. We've had 3 days of overcast skies and trying to snow. I've moved as you can see, I moved all of my plants back out into the greenhouse. It did not get as cold as what they're originally forecasting, so that's a good thing. It is a lot of work moving the trays back and forth, but I'd rather do that than risk losing everything. So because you know what, if I hadn't moved them in, the temperature probably would have dropped to like -15 or something, and I would be scrambling to either bring them in or find a way of heating the greenhouse to keep it warm in there. So today I'm planting some cucumbers now that I've got room in the house for some trays. So I've got some straight 8 cucumbers, some national pickling, and some silver slicers. These look cool. And I'm actually also going to plant some melons. This is a Minnesota Midget cantaloupe. Actually, this is old seed. I've had it for quite a while, and I decided I'm just going to plant it up and get it out of the seed box. If it grows great. If it doesn't, well, that's okay. It's no longer in my seed box. So that's what I'm doing today. I hope you guys had a good week. I'm just going to make some holes in here for my cucumber seeds. Yeah, it is sometimes very challenging, gardening in a northern area or a short season garden, having to always worry about the temperatures, like whether or not it's going to freeze overnight or not. I mean, it is still going below freezing. Like, we have not hit our last frost date. Traditionally the last frost date is around probably the 24th of May. Usually, here in Canada, in Saskatchewan, the May long, with what we call the May long weekend, the Victoria long weekend, is when people start putting their gardens in, because that's when traditionally that is our last frost date, but not always. That doesn't always always happen. So I'm going with some straight 8s. These are a nice slicer. I've got a whole whack of seeds here. So I'm going to just do the whole tray in straight 8s. I'm going to put 2 seeds in each hole. I've kind of always done it that way. I've never had a problem with having two plants come up. Some people will pluck out one plant or the weaker plant or whatever, and I've never bothered to do that. I've always just let both of them grow. And it's actually, they've done well. So and this way too, if one seed doesn't come up, there's still another seed that could potentially germinate and come up. So we'll just get those going. So we're getting ever closer to my weekend sale date. So it might be a little early to start these, but I do want them to be up, at least germinated and up, by the time the sale comes along, so that at least I have something to offer. I'm also going to be I've got tons of pumpkins and winter squash that I need to start, and summer squash as well. We got lots of zucchini. Oh my goodness, we got lots of zucchini seeds. My partner Glenn was asking me if I had any seed for the yellow zucchini, and I said yes. I've got 2 packages of it, and of course he goes out and buys more. So oh well, we'll have lots of zucchini plants to offer for sale. And mind you, he does use a lot of the zucchini in his he makes a zucchini relish that is very tasty, and so he needs a lot a lot of produce to make the batches that he does. So but it's a relatively nice day. It's a bit cool. The sun is trying to shine, but it's still kind of overcast. The tomatoes and the peppers are all looking good, at least the ones that I've transplanted. The ones that haven't been transplanted yet are looking good, are pretty much getting ready, are pretty much ready for transplanting. So they'll keep me busy over the next few days. Keep me out of trouble, as they say. And then once this tray is all planted up, I'll actually take it back in the house where it is warm, so that they can germinate in some place that's warm. I'll fill up my house again with with trays Although hopefully I won't have to use my kitchen table though. Yeah, oh well. All right, so that's the straight 8s. I'm just going to cover these with some soil. I meant to get my tags ready and I didn't. Oh well. Anyways, it's all straight 8s in the one tray, so I'll only need a couple of tags anyway. But I'm ready for winter to finally be over with. Hopefully we saw the last of the snow and the last of the really cold temperatures. I know lots of people are itching to get out in their gardens. You know, the garden centers and the stores and stuff, are just busy. Like, they're already starting to get really busy, and they're already starting to sell out of stuff. So, all right, there's one tag, and I'll do another tag for the straight 8s. There we go. And that tray is done, and then all I have to do is water them in, and they'll be good to go. So we'll move on to the next tray. There we go. I'll just set these over here. And there's my other tray. Put some soil in that. It's so nice. It is so nice to be outside, even if it's on a cool, cloudy day. It's kind of nice to be out here in the fresh air and the birds. Hearing the birds sing. You know, as I said, it's a little bit cooler and a little bit overcast, which means there's not too many neighbors out. Not too many neighbors out and about using their leaf blowers and lawnmowers, so it's kind of nice and quiet out here right now. The weekends, however, the weekend will probably be nothing but neighborhood noise. All right, there we go. There's another tray all ready to go. I'll just put some holes in that, and then we'll be doing the National Pickling cucumber. I actually do have some seeds for the Boston pickling, but I'm not sure if I'll start those today or not. It'd be neat to do a comparison between the National Pickling and the Boston pickling to see if there's much of a difference. But there we go. Most of these will be for the plant sale, and whatever doesn't sell will go into the garden, and we'll just use the produce probably either for ourselves or for part of the market garden sales. There we go. Couple of holes. All done. All right. Straight 8s, National Pickling. Here we go, National Pickling. So the back of the package says, for the National Pickling, it's a dual-purpose cucumber, ideal for pickling with its small, blocky fruit and tender skin. However, if allowed to reach full size, they can be used as a fresh slicing cucumber. Well, isn't that interesting? That's good to know. I probably knew that, but I probably had forgotten about it. So a nice all-purpose cucumber, National Pickling. You know, it is kind of nice to have things in the garden that do have multiple uses like that. So that's good to know. I'll just put some. Again, I'm just putting 2 seeds in each cell pack. I'm using the 4 cell packs for these. There we go. Oop, I think I just dropped a seed on the lawn here. Oh well. Oh well, I'd rather be doing this outside right now because then I don't have as much of a mess to clean up in the kitchen. So, and then after, you know, having all, like, my whole kitchen, like my kitchen table was completely covered in plant trays, so I gotta wipe that table down before I can do much else. Clean it all up. All right, we're almost done. But yeah, gardening I find very therapeutic. It's very calming. At least for me, it's very calming. You know, it's a source of creativity, and it's this way of experimenting with new things, and trying new vegetables. We've got tons and tons of tomatoes started. Lots of different, I think last count I had, but 30 different varieties started. That may have gone up. That may have gone up, I don't know. And of course, Glenn started, I think, 3 or 4 different varieties out at his place in Meadow Lake. So we're gonna have lots of tomato varieties to offer up to everybody. You know, and the plants that don't sell will probably end up either in my garden here, at least some of them, and they also end up out at the garden at the farm. And a lot of the tomato produce we'll probably use for the farmers market, but also probably for our own purposes and stuff like that too. You know, I like the idea of being a little more self-sufficient when it comes to vegetables and stuff like that. I like the idea of growing my own veg, and although I don't do a lot of processing, so I think that's something I need to learn, the different techniques for processing stuff. Like, I've never done canning, so I think that's something I might have to try and learn how to do. And I've never really pickled anything either. So that might be another project to learn this summer, is how to pickle stuff. I think the silver slicer cucumbers, I think, would make, really nice, like, I think what they call refrigerator pickles, where you just let them sit and stew in the fridge for a while. I don't know. But yeah, I kind of like the idea of being somewhat self-sufficient, but I don't think I could do the whole animal husbandry type of thing. I don't think I could do the chickens or the goats or anything like that. I think my thing is definitely growing vegetables in the garden. And it'd be nice to grow a bit more of that for ourselves. All right, there we go. There's some national pickling. Anyway, this is what I'm going to be doing today and this afternoon. So I hope you're enjoying your week. It's a midweek Wednesday, so you know, looking forward to the weekend. So until next time, take care.